my own personal preparation was going back to the book over and over, and thinking about who Sobel was. And as any actor does, you tend to focus the lens really on who you're playing. And the reality was that Sobel was an urban Chicago Jew who was much older and much more experienced than any of the men. He had been through military school, National Guard, military police. He was much older. And I think, just think about it for a second. If you're old, twice as old in some cases as the guys you're going to train, who are volunteers, have no training, military training whatsoever, and you're an urban guy, and you're a Jew at this time in 1942, and you're shipped to Georgia, you're immediately going to have certain, you're going to have your guard up. You're going to, and then you have to take into consideration, the psychology and the guy himself, and what led to the actions and that happened in the story. And obviously, I think there was a certain amount of insecurity in the character, but also I think he was really defensive. And when in the book, details this a little more than the actual series did, but there was a lot of anti-Semitism, and he definitely felt like he was an outsider. So, and I think it was a matter of pride. This was his real shot at kind of, leaving his mark and making his mark and leaving a real impression and kind of accomplishing something, because in Chicago he was a clothing salesman, and here he was transferred to Georgia in charge of all these, in his eyes, kids, but it was an opportunity for him to actually be someone and to do something important.